Hello students. So today's video session, let us try to understand what is a doubly linked list. Okay. In the last video session, we have seen what is circular linked list. We have seen all the possible operations with respect to circular linked list. Today let us see what is a doubly linked list. Now, whenever we talk of a doubly linked list, every node in the doubly linked list is going to have two pointers. Okay, so the first, let us say this is the node. Now, in the single linked list, we had only two fields, right? So we had something like this. Suppose this was my node. So we had data and we had that link to the next node. That was what we saw so far, single linked list as well as in circular linked list. In double linked list, what's going to happen? There are going to be totally three fields. Alright. So there are going to be three fields completely. So this is a link to the previous node and this will be the link to the next node. Alright. So every node will have two pointers. One pointer extra. Okay, one is which is pointing to the previous node and the other which is going to point to the next node. So every node is going to have three fields. The data field, the link to the previous node, then link to the next node. That means this particular previous is going to hold the address of the previous node. Next is going to hold the address of the next node. Alright. Now, suppose I take an example of a doubly linked list. How is it going to look? Again, we are going to have a start pointer. So, as we all know, start is a pointer which is going to hold the address of the first node. So, that is holding here. This first A is the data that I have stored in the first node. This previous of A will be null because previous of A will be pointing to null because you don't have any previous nodes. This is the only node. This is a starting node. So you don't have any previous node. Next is going to see, look here. Next is going to point to the next node. That is, next is going to hold the address of the node B. So those are the two pointers of A. Previous node of A is going to point to null. Next link of A is going to point to B. Alright. Now when you come to the node B, again B has two pointers, previous and this is the previous, that is the next. So what will previous be holding? The previous link of B will hold the address of A. Next link of B will hold the address of C. So that's how it is. Every node is going to have two pointers, previous as well as next. Similarly here, C. There are two pointers. Previous will hold the address of B, node B. Next is going to hold the address of D. When you look at the node D, what's happening there? There also two links are there. Previous will hold the address of C. D next will be pointing to null because D is the last node. That is why the next link of D will be pointing to null. Similar to the previous link of A will point to previous. Previous link of A will point to null because there are no previous nodes. A is the first node. Similarly, the next link of D will point to null because D is the last node. This is what you call it as a double linked list. Every node is going to have two pointers. One to hold the address of the previous node, one field to hold the address of the next node along with the data field which is already there. Okay, so navigation is possible. Navigation means what? Traversing. Traversing is possible in both the direction. I can traverse this linked list both in forward direction. I can also traverse it in backward direction. So I can try to traverse from A, B, C, D. I can also say D, C, B. I can also traverse from that side because we have two links, to keep track of the next node as well as we are able to keep track of the previous node. That is the reason you can always traverse in both the directions. Now, next let us see what are the operations that can be performed on the double linked list. operations are we going to learn on double linked list? Okay, as usual, we are going to learn insertion at the beginning. Okay, then we are going to learn insert at the end. Then insert at a specific point. Specific location. Then you have to learn how to display the double linked list. Okay, then we learn about deletion at the beginning, deletion at the end, delete a specific node. So any linked list you take, you should be able to perform all these operations. We have seen all these operations in single linked list. We have seen all these operations in circular linked list. Now let us see all these operations in terms of double linked list. Okay, so let us see how each of these operations can be done. Let us see how we can try to code each of these operations. Okay. Okay, so I told we can see a program on how we can try to implement each of these functions. Now, so I have just written the class declaration and I have defined all the functions. Okay, so hash include, that and all you can write. This is the most important thing that you have to concentrate here. Structure, we have declared a node here. We are observing this. We are observing this. So what we are trying to do, we are taking 3 fields here. Unlike our single linked list and circular linked list where we had taken only 2 fields. Correct? You remember that? So here we are taking totally 3 fields because every node, as I told you, has 3 fields. Into data, we are taking 2 pointers of the type node, previous and next. And then I am also taking a head or start or whatever you want to call it, pointer to hold the address of the first node. So initially I am initializing it to none. All these are same except that you have an extra field here. Then I am trying to declare a class called double LL, which stands for double linked list. And then I am defining all these functions what I just now told you. What are the important operations that we are going to do. So insert at the beginning. This int means you have to pass a parameter as to what is the value you want to insert. So you will be accepting the value to be inserted in the main function and you are going to call this function from the main function. Now this is all similar to what we have done so far. So insert at the beginning, insert at the end, insert at a specific location, display this one function, then deletion at the beginning, deletion at the end, delete a specific node. Again, which node you want to delete, that has to be accepted from the user and then you are passing that as a parameter and calling this function from the main function. So these are all the important operations on double linked list that we are going to see how we can try to code or how each of these operations are going to happen. Let me take up one by one. Let me start with insertion at the beginning. If I want to insert a node at the beginning of a double linked list, then how do I code it and what are the conditions that I will have to follow? Let's look at that. Okay, so if you look at that, the code, we have, as I told you, I have declared a class as double linked list. Insertion at the beginning, this value I am accepting from the main function and I am calling this function from the main function. Okay. Now, here I have taken a pointer variable of the type node called as temp. That means what? Temp is going to be my node that I want to insert. I am allocating memory for that. Temp of data is equal to value. As we know, this particular node is going to have 3 fields. The data field, this is our data field, this is the previous link and this is going to be the next. This is how my node is designed. Temp of data is value. That means what you want to insert, that you have already accepted that value and you are calling this function by passing that value as the parameter. So that temp of data is equal to value means what? I will keep that value in this location. Okay. Now, temp of previous is equal to null, temp of next. See these two? Temp of next is equal to null. I am just keeping my node ready. That's all. So, temp of previous will also be null, temp of next will also be null. So, my node to be inserted inside the double linked list is now ready. Now, where I want to insert it, how do I insert it is what we are going to see. Are you clear? My node is ready. Data, I have put it in the data field. Previous is also null. Next is also null because it's a single node. That's all. I have to now insert it somewhere. Okay. Where we want to insert? We want to insert it at the beginning of the double linked list. Okay. Now, I have already told you in linked list as well as in circular linked list, whenever you want to insert, we are going to check whether the linked list is empty or not. If it is empty, then this node will become the first node there. Because right now my list is empty. So whether you want to insert at the beginning or end or somewhere else makes no difference because this will become the only node. Okay, that is a condition, first condition that I have to check. Okay, look at this part. How are we going to check whether it is empty or not? It is the same. If head is equal to null. If head is null, that means you are having a pointer called head which is going to store the address of the first node. When there are no nodes only, then this is going to be null. So if head is null, temp of next is equal to head, head is equal to temp. What will happen if you are trying to you are trying to insert at the beginning and the list is empty. So head is, this has to now become my first node, or my head pointer should point to this particular node. Temp of next is equal to head. This one. Temp of next is what? Okay, temp of next will be pointing to its own self because there are no more nodes. It has to hold the address of the next node. You have a link called next, correct? It has to hold the address of the next node. Okay, so this is going to be temp of next will be pointing to head. Is it head or null? Okay, so temp of next is head. This itself will become the head because head is equal to temp. So head is temp means what will happen? That node itself is pointing to head. I think this temp of next should be equal to null because your temp of next you don't have any other nodes, so this will be null, not head. Temp of next will be equal to null because you don't have any other node. Temp of previous will also be null, that we have already done. Okay, so but head is going to be temp means head is pointing at this location. Now, if this is the case, if it is the first node in the list, that means list is empty and you are inserting the first node. Else means what? List is not empty. That means I am having several nodes in the list. Let me take an example. So this is how, this is head. Head is now pointing here. This is null. This is also null. Now, suppose this is the case and I want to insert in the beginning. Suppose this is 11, this is 15, this is 20. Now this 23 is my node which I want to bring it at this location. Okay, else means list is not empty. Okay, but that means there are so many nodes in the list, but I want to insert it at the beginning. So what will happen? Temp of next is equal to head. This next link of my new node, where it should point? It should point to this. 11 will become the second node now. 23 will become the first node. So temp of next, this is my temp, new node, correct? It should point to where? It should point to the second node, say the 11. How can I access 11? 11 is nothing but my head. So temp of next is equal to head. Now this link previous of 11 which was null should now point to 23. Is it not? So head of previous is equal to temp. What will be the new head? Head will no more point here, it will have just to point to 23. So head will become 10. Now I will show it again. So this is the list, this is head is pointing at this first node. First node is 11, 20, 30. Previous of 11 is null because that is the first node right now. And next of 30 is also null. Now, I want to bring in this new node here, 23. This is my 10th. This is my new node which is already ready. Is it not? This is my new node. I want to insert it at the beginning. It should come here. So what are the changes that you have to make? This head should not point to 11 anymore. It should point to 23. That's the first change you have to make. Then what else? This previous link of 11 is null, is it not? Now it should not be null. It should be connected to 23. Or temp of your next should point to 11. Either ways. So this link should now come here. This will be null only and your head should be pointing to 10. That is what we have done. Temp of next is equal to head. Temp of next is this one. Where it should go point? It should point to 11, is it not? How do I access 11? 11 is nothing but my currently my original head pointer. So temp of next is equal to head. Head of previous is 10. Head of previous is what? This one. Head of previous should be pointing to this one. That means there are two links. This has two links. Previous and next. This also has two links. Previous and next. Temp of next should point to head. That is what we have done. Head of previous should point to temp. That also we have done. Temp of next should point to head. Head of previous also should point to temp. Head will become the new temp. Or temp will become the new head. So head is equal to temp. So this is how you try to insert at the beginning. Okay. So when the node is list is empty, your only node you have. So that you are going to insert it. That will become the first node. Else means list is not empty. That there are several nodes in the list, but I want to insert at the beginning. So your head pointer will now point to the new node. Previous and the next pointers will accordingly change. This is how you insert at the beginning of the double linked list. Okay. Now let me take up how to display a function or how to display the list. We have seen insertion at the beginning. Next, let us see how we can display before I take up the other operations. Okay. Okay. So this is a function for displaying the doubly linked list. What have we done? We have taken a pointer called current. Okay. Now first, before displaying, what is that we have to check? We have to check if the list is empty. If the list is empty, then you cannot display anything. So how do I check that? If head is equal to null, list is empty, return. Otherwise what? List is already existing with some nodes. I want to display everything. So let me take an example of a linked list, doubly linked list. So head is pointing at A, B and C. A. We have three nodes A, B and C. If you observe, previous of A is null, next of C is also null. Okay. Now, how do I display? I want this to be displayed. Let me say I am displaying in the forward direction. I want to display it as A, B and C. So that's the reason I have taken current as one of the pointer. What we have done here, current is equal to head. That means I am initializing head with current. So this will become current now. Next, while current is not equal to null, is current pointing to null? No, it is pointing to the next element. So while this condition is satisfied, see out current of data. What is current of data? A. So it will display A. Next, I want to just display this double arrow so that it gives an indication or a feeling of double linked list. Okay. Next, current is equal to current of next. Current, this is my current. Current of next, where is it pointing? It is pointing B. So this will become now current. Current is equal to current of next. Now, again I go back. While current is not equal to null. Is current equal to null? No, it is pointing to C. So, I come into the loop. C out current of data. What is current of data? B. After B, what I'll display? I'll display this arrow. Current is equal to current of next. So, what is current of next? Current of next is C. So, this will become current. Okay. Again, I go back. While current is not equal to null. Okay. So, it will come back here. Current is C out current of data. Current is equal to current of next. Okay. I think I should display once I come out. Now, current is equal to null. Correct? I mean, it is not right now, it is next of current is pointing to null. So, it will display C and then I will display null because in the end I want to display something like this for the double linked list. Alright. So, that is how we are taking a pointer and then we try to display each of these nodes. I want to traverse every node. That's the reason I am taking this current. When I say current, I take this as a pointer, initialize it to head and I'll go on traversing each of the nodes until the condition is not satisfied. Once the condition is satisfied, I am coming out of the loop. So, this is how you try to display a double linked list. So, we have seen insertion at the beginning and display. Next video session, I will be taking you through other operations. Okay, so I will see you all in the next session. Thank you.